Hello everyone. I've got another one. It's called Mr. Wolf's Pancakes by Jan Fearnley. She's the author and the illustrator. So clever she can do the words and the pictures. It's a good story, is this. Don't tell anybody how it finishes if you know. One day, Mr. Wolf was feeling hungry. He fancied some pancakes. Yum, yum, he said, licking his lips at the thought of a big pile of fresh pancakes. Can you see his think bubble? Yum, yum, yum. I love pancakes. Mr. Wolf had never made pancakes before, so he took out his big recipe book off the shelf and looked inside. Uh-oh, what do you notice? But wolves can't read very well, and Mr. Wolf had trouble making sense of it. So he went to get some help from his neighbours. What a good idea. He called on Chicken Licking, who lived next door. Please could you help me read this?" he asked. "No," said Chicken Licking, and she slammed the door in Wolf's face. Bang! How rude. "Oh dear," said Mr. Wolf, and he sat down. Slowly he read the book and worked out what he needed all by himself. You see, he's worked out the ingredients: some flour, eggs and milk. Mr. Wolf looked in his cupboards for the ingredients, but he couldn't find anything he needed. "Oh, I'll go to the shop," he decided, and he settled down to write a list. But guess what? Wolves aren't very good at writing. So Mr. Wolf called on Wee Willie Winkie. "You're very clever," said Mr. Wolf. "Could you help me write my shopping list, please?" "No, go away," said Wee Willie Winkie, and he slammed the door. Bang! "There's no need to be like that," said Mr. Wolf quietly. "He's got some very rude neighbours, hasn't he?" Mr. Wolf sat down and tried very hard with his writing. Look, he's sticking his tongue out so he can concentrate. He's doing well. Until he'd made his shopping list all by himself. Now he needed to count his money to make sure he had enough. But guess what? Wolves aren't very good at counting. So he went to see the gingerbread man for help. Do you think gingerbread man's going to help him? Look at his face. Oh, I think he's very grumpy. "Could you help me count my money, please?" he asked politely. "No, I'm too busy to bother with you," said the gingerbread man, and he slammed his door. Bang! Poor Mr. Wolf. He's going to be feeling really sad. So poor Mr. Wolf had to sit down and count his money. It took him a long time, and he had to check it 3 times. But then he got it right, but he did it all by himself. Mr. Wolf needed a basket to carry his shopping in, so he called on Little Red Riding Hood. We know she's got one, don't we? "Please may I borrow your basket?" he asked nicely. "I'm not lending my basket to you," said Little Red Riding Hood. "Now clear off." Now Mr. Wolf set off to the shop without a basket. "I'll manage," he said. I like looking at the pictures of the shops. You can see loads and loads of different nursery rhymes and fairy tales in there. There's magic wands, there's hickory dickory clock, hickety pickety black hen eggs, barbar's wool there. All kinds of different things in the shops. You see. Mr. Wolf went to the shop. He looked at his list, remembered what he needed, counted out his money, and carried the eggs, milk and flour home all by himself. We know another story where somebody did it all by themselves, don't we? One where nobody wanted to help with the jobs, but everybody wanted to help at the end. Can you remember which story it was? It's a traditional tale. Now it was time to make the pancakes, but guess what? Wolves aren't very good at cooking. I wonder what they are good at. What do you think a wolf might be good at? So Mr. Wolf called on the 3 little pigs. I'm not sure they're going to like him too much. "Please, can you help me cook my pancakes?" "I'll share them with you," he said kindly. "No chance," said the pigs, and they slammed their doors. Bang, 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 all 3 of them. Mr. Wolf felt sad because nobody wanted to help him. Poor Mr. Wolf. He went home and started to make the pancakes all by himself. Soon there was a huge pile of delicious pancakes on the red table, all ready for eating. Can you see those wiggly lines? They usually mean something's hot or that something smells good. Now, as Mr. Wolf had been making his pancakes, a lovely smell had drifted out of the kitchen and all his neighbours could smell it, and it made them feel really hungry. They wanted some pancakes too, and they decided to try their luck. So they knocked on Mr. Wolf's door. "Give us some of your pancakes," said the rotten lot. "Why should I?" said Mr. Wolf. "Not even one of you would help me." "We'll help you eat them," said Mr. Wolf's neighbours nastily. "Anyway, we're not going away until you give us some." Mr. Wolf thought very hard. For a moment, there was only one decent thing to do. "Very well," he said, "you'd better come in." Has he got a plan? I think he's got a plan. Mr. Wolf opened the door wide and whoosh, his greedy neighbours rudely pushed him aside and dashed down the hall. Look at them. Mr. Wolf shook his head, shrugged his shoulders, followed them into the kitchen, and when they were all in, Mr. Wolf gobbled them all up, snippety snappety, and that was the end of his unhelpful neighbours. And then, with his tummy bulging but not quite full, Mr. Wolf sat down to eat his pile of pancakes, and guess what? He did it all by himself. Mr. Wolf's pancakes. We love that story. Oh, those horrible neighbours. I don't think you would be like that, would you? You'd be really helpful. Perhaps you could make some pancakes. I'd love to see a picture if you do. See you later.